Good YouTube? What's good, people? What's going on? How is everybody doing? How everybody doing out there? I guess we're using the weekend, and I guess you guys are having a wonderful day. And I most of all pray that you're using this weekend to prepare yourself for the next trading week. This is your boy Harlem, and I'm back again with another video. Today's video going to be our weekly outlook for the coming week of the 12th of June up and until the 16th of June. I'm preparing myself. I'm ready, not for only me, but for the team and for everyone else out there. Never mind the noises and the sounds that you guys might be hearing, my family around, and they can't stop me from doing what I have to do, and I can't stop them from having fun, right? So let's hop into the charts and continue to trust the process. So looking at the NAS, you can simply tell that price is simply having our what? Our support right here, and we're having our resistance right here, right? So obviously with price having our support and having our resistance, and if you can clearly see that how price has been moving or how price has been trading, price has been doing what? Respecting our resistances, respecting our support, and respecting our resistance, right? Respecting our support again, and kind of like respecting our resistance. So with price closing weight is on Friday, all I can be looking for, all that I'm expecting for my trading outlook, instead I'm looking to simply be bullish above resistance and be bearish below support. If we can get a breakout, then I'll be bullish, right? If we get a fill to break, I look for a reversal. Just shown my support. If price breaks out, I look for continuation to the downside. If price falls to break, I look for that intraday reversal. So people, you can clearly see that we're having support, we're having resistance. We're kind of like respecting our support and our resistance. With that being said, I'm simply waiting for a breakout, either above or below. If they fall to break, then I simply continue trading support and resistance, and they're going to be it on the NAS, right? Looking at gold. So gold, I just won't say much, but you guys remember that gold has this type of word, this type of intraday support, right? This type of intraday support that you can clearly see that price is respecting. Price is clearly respecting this type of intraday support. And we have this intraday lows that price is reacting from and failing to break the lows. So now, if you can clearly see how prices is kind of like moving, I can't do a thing right now because I also have this zone that I've been trading on, right? If you can clearly see that also price has been respecting this very same zone, right? So now, on my trade outlook, because I said I'm simply waiting for confirmation, what type of confirmation can I'll be talking about? If we don't get a breakout of this intraday support, then I look for that reversal to the upside. If price breaks this lows, then we simply do what? Anticipate a continuation to the downside. But our overall, we're just waiting for price to trade above this highs and look for a continuation to the upside. But like I say, I'm waiting for confirmation. So I have multiple confluences into what I need to do on gold. But because I'm not only doing this alone, I also have a community, and I also have my YouTube viewers and my subscribers, not just on my family. I won't do much and I won't say much. I'm gonna break down what I have to break down. And if I don't see a thing, that I clearly leave it as is, just like you can clearly see on gold, right? So we move. Looking at German 30. So German 30, German 30 also won't say much because you can clearly see that price has created this support. Price has created support, and price is kind of like creating resistance for getting this all-time high resistance that price has reacted from. You can clearly see when we look at our current market price, what has been happening. Price has been trying to break out of our support, of our intraday resistance, right? And with price trying or attempting to break out and not clearly breaking out, that clearly shows us that we're having some sort of what, some sort of bear structure, some sort of bear momentum, or some sort of bear power sitting on this very same zone. With that being said, on my trading idea, I'm looking to be bullish above highs and be bearish below. If price fails to break the highs like this high, and this high, then we just see that okay, price is still having this bear momentum. And if price fails to break, then we look for a reversal. But if price breaks out, we look for continuation to the downside or something like this if price falls to break. But if a breakout, then we need to tackle this what? We need to tackle this all three highs, this three highs that we have right there. Then price needs to tackle these highs, anticipate a continuation to the upside on German 30, right? Looking at US 30. USD, I also won't say a lot of things, but you clearly remember that you guys had this support that price has created for some time, and price has been respecting the support. Forgetting that price has been breaking out, but all we can clearly see is that price has been respecting the support. With that being said, price has created this intraday high and created this intraday lower high, right? With that being said, you can clearly see that we have a clean higher high and a clean higher high, higher low structure, with what price closing above our higher high, this previous higher high, creating a new intraday or a new current market price high. With that being said, I can clearly see, or I can clearly also see that price is not trading far from our major resistance. Obviously, with price not trading far from our major resistance, all I can be looking for now, because prices broke above, prices violated this higher high, right? Closing above this higher high. All I can be waiting for right now for the coming week, it's that I'm either looking for a breakout of our major resistance, or for fall to break. But if price reverses from where it is, then there's nothing that I would do on USD. But like I said in my trade idea, I'm looking to be bullish above resistance and be bearish below, and that will clearly be it. But if price don't respect, or if price don't do what I anticipate, I just let it be, and that won't be it, right? Looking at USD CAD right now, when you look at the CAD, you can clearly see that, okay, price is trading on our major support, with price trading on our intraday or major support. All I'm looking for, all that I'll be looking for now, is to be bearish below. If price breaks out of our resistance, of our support, then I look for continuation to the downside. But if price fails to break the support, then I look for a reversal to the upside, because you can clearly see that price created the zone once, twice, third time, and we're currently doing it on the fourth time. Are we gonna break out, or are we gonna fall to break and just do what price is showing us? But looking at looking at what we clearly are seeing right now, you can clearly see that we do have multiple rejections of the zone. With price having rejections of the zone, if price fails to break, then we look for that reversal to the upside. But if price breaks out, we look for continuation to the downside, and that will be it, right? Looking at Tesla. Tesla also won't chop it up, and I also won't say much, but you can clearly see that Tesla has violated, or Tesla has broke out of our broke out of our highs, and clearly broke out of our major or our diagonal resistance break wall. With that being said, price kind of like created an all-time high, an intraday higher high. All right. With that being said, with a higher high, we're looking for that higher low, right? With a clean higher low, and if price feels breaking above or below the higher low, then anticipate a continuation to the downside, looking for a new higher high. Like I said, my trading outlook, we'll either look for that higher low formation or an existing phase to continue bullish, and that will be it, right? Looking at Bitcoin. Now, looking at Bitcoin, I won't say much, but if you guys remember that we did have some sort of anticipation of a head and shoulders, right? With anticipation of a head and shoulders, price kind of like started moving price started moving sideways. With price moving sideways, we did scratch it out and we didn't look for anything. Now, because I said I don't have a trade idea, it's not that I don't have a trade idea per se. I'm just looking for price to do what? To violate our lows. If we can get price breaking below our lows, then we look for continuation to the downside. But if price respect the lows, then we create some sort of double bottom and look for a reversal to the upside. But like I said, we don't have a trade idea. We're just having multiple confluences and multiple setups and multiple anticipations. Looking at Ethereum. So Ethereum, I just won't say much, but Ethereum people, you can clearly see that Ethereum is failing to break off of our It's failing to break below off of our resistance, with price failing to break above of our resistance and trading below of our resistance. You can clearly see that we now have a momentum candle showing us that we're holding our support, we're holding our resistance, and we're failing to break above our resistance. With that being said, all I can say is right now, like I said, I was looking to be bearish below lows and be bullish above highs. So you can clearly see that price is violating our lows. With price violating lows, we anticipate continuations to the upside, to the downside, because we can clearly see that the bear momentum has stepped in the charts and the bear momentum is holding the charts. That being said, price must do what? Continue moving to the downside, unless we have that bullish momentum anticipation of a reversal to the upside. But I don't see that happening anytime soon. looking at Litecoin. So Litecoin, I also did indicate on my trading idea that I'm bearish below resistance and I'm bullish above. But you can clearly see that we do have the bear momentum that we're looking for, right? Like we said, if price fails breaking above, then we look forward for the reversal to the downside. But if you get a break above, we need for that retest and look forward anticipation of a continuation to the downside. But now price failed to break above with a bear engulfing candlestick, which retraced our whole lows, which violated our lows, right? And the coming candle also violating our lows. So with that being said, you can clearly see that the momentum is still showing signs that we are bearish. And with that being said, we cannot do anything opposite from what we are looking at. We need to just wait for what? For price to pull back off of our lows or to retest our lows or to respect our lows before we look for what? Continuations to the downside. Because we did say we were looking to be bearish below resistance and be bullish above. We did have our bear momentum and prices continuing to the downside, right? Looking at our last pair, which is oil. Oil, I won't chop it up that much. And oil, I will break down that much because you guys know it that on oil, I'm bullish above a zone and I'm bearish below. I'm bearish below and I'm bullish above. I'm bearish below and I'm bullish above. So on and so forth, right? So you can clearly see that price has already reacted off of our what? Off of our price also already reacted off of our zone above below our zone anticipation of what resistance, and price did react to it, and price is kind of like moving to the downside. On my trading idea, all I can say is I'm bearish below a zone and I'm bullish above. Like you can clearly see that we now have the bear momentum anticipation to the downside. Once price gets to our what, so our zone right here and right there, and price breaks out, then we anticipate a continuation to the downside. If price falls to break, we look for that reversal to the upside, and that will be it. Not looking for trend lines, not looking for the holy grail, we're looking for our supply, our demand, and some things like that. But we're just keeping our trading simple, sweet, smooth, and legit. But like you guys can see it, we're clearly looking for breakouts, so for those falls to break. We're looking for price to respect our highs or for price to violate our highs. We're looking for price to violate our lows or for price to respect our lows, and that will be it. I'm just trying to make you all understand that you do need to plan your trades and trade your plans. You do need to prepare yourself on weekend for the next trading week, and you most of all need to show up and make every day count. Without further ado, it's your boy Harlem. That's all I got in this video. I'm out.